Lesson 3. How to have a quiet time. QT. What is a QT? 1. The difference between meditation and QT. Meditation is thinking deeply in silence. QT is the Hebrew word for hagak, siya, and su. It is a mental activity that entails pain. It means focusing on thinking, studying, speaking, and singing. It means to engage in spiritual warfare on the inside, but quiet on the outside. Why do we not understand and receive grace when we read the Bible? Isn't it too easy to read the Bible? God's speaking. God has the right answer to the situation we are in. He teaches through His words. In the Word, there is an exact answer, not an answer that you want. Most of the answers to us are answers to the question of what kind of character God has. 2. Attitudes while thinking deeply on the words. 1. Focus on God's attention. The subject of the words you think deeply does not focus on the subject of your interest. You must focus on God's attention. This is the same as adjusting the frequency. Those who search for texts to support their interests are not interested in God's thoughts. What does the Bible say about what we should do when your thoughts and God's thoughts are different? For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, to declare the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8 to 9. 2. Stand in front of the mirror of the Word. Do not try to judge the Word, but try to be judged by the Word. There are people who look at the Word and say that it is really good, but it is not realistic. Such a person says there is a disease on the X-ray. It is foolish to judge a machine to be wrong. As if you had to prescribe according to your photos, not your mood or judgment, you must repent and restore on what the Word points out to you. Why do you QT? It is not to be changed. Do not merely listen to the Word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Anyone who listens to the Word but does not do what it says is like a man who looks at his face in mirrorland. After looking at himself, goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. James chapter 1, verse 22 to 24. There are people who do not change even if they go to church for a long time or by doing QT for a long time. This is because even if the Bible points out, these people do not break their own experiences and judgments. They think that living the words of the Bible will perish, so they compromise at an appropriate level and obey only where their thoughts and words are in agreement. This is to give the divine authority of the Word to give the legitimacy of one's thoughts. It is just a thing, and there is no intention to heal yourself in front of a mirror of the Word. 3. Focus like a deer searching for water. As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, O God. Psalm chapter 42, verse 1. In dry seasons, deer looks for water, which shows that they are looking for water for their life. Do you have a strong desire for the words like the deer searching for water? Holding on to the Word and thinking deeply about it is the meaning of QT. QT's big enemies are impatience and distraction. Rejection appears when there is no hunger. One thinking deeply and studying on the Word, put down all the work to be done. You have to focus on the Word. It is also an expression of the will to obey. God is with you when you give the heart that shows that you cannot live without God's grace. I hope to live a life of victory through the Word until the next lesson. In the next chapter, we will share about jobs in evangelism. Thank you.